Security on.
She know that's security.
Yeah, you want to.
So there's only 3 gotta come out.
Well, look though, this is the thing though, sir.
What's going on?
This, me and him, we don't know if I'm the father or he the father. So we both gotta go. They been holding down. We ain't gonna bother nobody. Please, sir. We ain't trying to go.
It's just nurses complaining.
It's her complaining. It's not a problem, so I understand what's the problem. They over here being quiet. What's the problem?
We have.
You have the problem. I have a problem. What's the problem?
Okay. The rule
What's
is
the
that we
problem?
have 4
I don't
people.
care what
That's
the
the
rule
problem.
is.
Bitch,
What's the
shut the
problem?
fuck up. Bitch, just shut up,
You don't
bitch.
care what the rule is.
Okay, well, I'm not
She's not even
so-
pushing yet. So
That's correct. You are not pushing yet.
Exactly, so why?
So when she start pushing, we'll leave.
Because I'm black?
Calm down. Calm down. Try this for me. Calm down.
No, ain't nobody going
Calm
nowhere.
down.
come on,
Stop, Shaquilla. Are you trying to figure out that baby look like me and him?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 4. All sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord, YAHAWASHI. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the heart is faint. First off, I want to thank YAHAWASHI for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, RICANS. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations to you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutations to our fellow brethren that are out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. So the inspiration for this short lesson today was from the opening clip, that I'll put in the post-production, and this song from Kendrick Lamar, who's a rapper who's been around for a while, probably came out around the 2010s, something like that, early 2010s, but his song, The Heart, Part 5, so to the spirit, I just wanted to read, some of his lyrics, get a few precepts, and Lord willing, this is edifying to your elect. So one of the things that he mentioned that struck me through the spirit was how he would talk about these different things that Jake would go through, and then he would be like, the culture, and the culture that Jake has in this society and in this world, I should say, in Esau's rule, is a completely degenerate death culture. So I want to read a little bit of this, and I want to get the definition of culture, just for edification to the hopeful elect out there. All right, so so this is a verse. So I'm going to read. Let me see. Yeah, so I'll get the first verse, and I'll see where the spirit leads me. All right. Excuse me, 1 second. Just get a sip of water. Slap you. All right. So this is the first verse, and it says, "I come from a generation of pain, where murder is minor, rebellious and margalas. I believe that's like shoes. Yeah, it's a designer shoes or clothes. Margalas chip you for designer belt buckles and clout. Overzealous and prone to violence, make the wrong turn, be it will or the wheel alignment. Residue burn, miss of the inner city, miscommunications keep homie detectives busy." And just so any of you listeners out there, would be homicide detectives, right? No protection is risky. Desensitized, I vandalize pain, covered up and camouflage. Get used to hearing arsenal rain. Analyze, risk your life. Take the charge, homies done effed your baby mama once you hit the yard. That's the culture, right? So that was one of the things I thought about when I, because that I don't know what that exact situation in the opening clip, but you know the things that he's saying in here, even though he's a wicked nigga, you know, he's, you know, that's another lesson for another time. But he is saying truth in here though, because the culture, Israelite culture in this society is all opposed, is satanic, is adverse to YAHAWASHI, man, completely. You know, I mean, homies done effed your baby mama once you hit the yard. That's the culture. Think about that. This is supposed to be your man's. Now, when me growing up, you know, at least some jakes do have some kind of morals, even before the truth. I won't, me personally, I won't go with my, and that's how you know it's through the spirit too. That's how you know, we know that we're the people. I won't mess with any of my, my homies, women, even after they leave them, and vice versa. We don't do that, man. You ain't supposed to be doing that, because according to the scriptures, sex is marriage, man. So that's still their wife. And if I'm your brother, like in the worldly sense, but truly our nation, you ain't supposed to be doing nothing like that to your brother. But that's, you know, the curses. Thy eye shall be evil towards thy brother, you know, whom we used to be tender and delicate towards, man. You know, and that's why it's important when we since we come into the truth, to push that vibration of being merciful onto your brother. You know, being ready to listen, ready to give advice, ready to give rebuke, ready to take rebuke. You know, these are qualities of these are nation building qualities. You know, YAHAWASHI have got everything on smash. They know exactly what they're doing. You know, excuse me. So continuing on, so homies done F your baby mama once you hit the yard. That's the culture. 23-hour lockdown. Then somebody called, said our little nephew was shot down. The culture's involved. The culture, yeah, the culture is involved. You know, the pushing of murdering your own people. The culture is involved. I didn't seen niggas do 17, hit the halfway house, get out and get his Salakia. I didn't see niggas do 17, hit the halfway house, get out and get his brains blown out. Looking to buy some weed, car washes played out, new GoFundMe accounts will proceed. A brand new victim will shatter those dreams. The culture. You see, like there's a lot of things that Kendrick is saying in this, and it's a lot of truth, man. Because culture, right? As a matter of fact, let's get into that. So, culture, right? Let's get the definition of culture according to Google.
Culture.
And it's the second definition is the point. The customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social group, right? So this is what culture means, you know, according to Google, right? So let's get culture in the online etymology. So etymology means the study of words, right? So this is from the online etymology dictionary. Culture, from mid-15th century, the tilling of land, act of preparing the earth for crops. From Latin cultura, a cultivating, agriculture, figuratively care, culture, and honoring from past Salakia, have like a brain fart. To tend, guard, to till, cultivate, meaning the cultivation of or rearing of a crop, act of promoting growth in plants, right? So that's pretty much, you know, the point that I wanted to get. So Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, right? But the Lord compares us in different scriptures to plants, to being like fruitful vines, and the branches, and we are compared to different cultivating terms, terms that would be used in the cultivating world. Let me say it that way, right? So let me get this scripture real quick. This is Jeremiah 2:21. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me, right? So the Lord gave us a culture. We have a culture. We have our own culture. We have our own laws, statutes, and commandments. We have our own high holy days. We have our own way of dressing. We have our own way of work. Everything. We have our own. But because first and foremost, because we sinned against our power after, bowing down to following the ways of the heathen. Every time our people has followed the ways of the heathen, it is led to nothing but destruction for our people, man. Every single time. This is why it's imperative to come back to your power, to seek YAHAWASHI before the evil days come, man. While the evil days come not. It's imperative. Because we, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, have been immensely blessed to know who we are, to understand who we are, to understand that we're not just niggas, we're not black, we're not Hispanic, we're not Native American, we're Israelites, man. We have our own culture, but in Esau's world, he has cultivated our people, right? He has let me see, there was a thing he said. He promoted growth in plants, right? The Lord said he had planted us a noble vine, right? Representing symbolically as a plant. Well, Esau has came and promoted wickedness onto us to grow in us as a nation, and they call it the culture. They say, sleeping with another man's wife is the culture. Killing your brother is the culture. What kind of, and matter of fact, let me grab that, because Kendrick says it. Where is it at? It was in the second verse. Let's see. All right, let's do this. So, it says that's the culture. Point the finger. Promote your remote location. Witness protection. They gonna hold you. The streets got me effed up. Y'all can miss me. I want to represent for us, right? New revolution was up and moving. I'm in Argentina wiping my tears, full of confusion. Water in between us. Another peer's been executed, right? His history repeats again. Make amends, then find a nigga with the same skin to do it. And this is all of this is tying to the curses, of course, but Esau Edom used that to further the affliction. He furthered the affliction. If you brothers and sisters out there heard of Willie Lynch, he capitalized on our differences, right? Which is because the Lord is a man of variety, is a power of variety, right? There's all different shades of brown. We have different, hair textures. It's beautiful. But these devils took that and used it against us, and that's where the term lynching came from this devil's last name. He used that, put the light skin versus dark skin, the taller versus shorter, the old versus young, the man versus women, children versus parent. Every which way, that divide and conquer is real, man. That's a real thing. That is a real thing, because they know when we're together, we're a force to be reckoned with. So that's why they have to basically splinter us off into smaller sects so they can conquer us, you know. So it says, make amends, then find a nigga with the same skin to do it. But that's the culture. Crack a bottle, hard to deal with the pain. When you're sober, by tomorrow we forget the remains, we start over. That's the problem. Our foundation was trained to accept whatever follows, right? Our foundation where? In this world. Our true foundation, right? If you build a house upon that rock is who? YAHAWASHI, man. He's the true foundation. If you're building your rock on sand, which is Esau, then you're gonna fall. That's really what he's saying. I don't think he knows it, but that's what he's saying right here. You know, our foundation was trained to accept whatever. Our foundation was trained. The simple believeth every word, man. Whatever the rappers put out here, and on the their music videos, is what everybody accepts. All of a sudden, you know, it went from Jake in the early 2000s. You know, I was raised in the late 90s. You know, coming up. You know, I was born in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? But I was raised in the 90s. So by the time I was in high school, it was the late 90s, early 2000s. So, you know, that was like, you know, the Locks, DMX, Nas, Jay-Z, you know, Wu-Tang, all that. So I grew up in that era, Dipset. And, you know, Jake, we was, you know, dressing baggy. Then all of a sudden, it went left. And then everybody's dressing tight as hell. Niggas is wearing their girlfriends' fucking clothes. The girlfriends are wearing the boyfriend's clothes. Everything just got switched up. And that was all by design from, you guessed it, your enemy, Israel, your enemy, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, your enemy, the so-called white man. Esau Edom, man. He's not white, he's red, you know? And he is absolutely the devil that the Bible speaks of, you know? The Lord created him to be the wicked. King David spoke about him, man, as them being the sword of the Lord. The Lord controls everything. So if you're gonna make any kind of decision in your life, the best decision you'll ever make is to be sincerely, and a sincere decision, I'll say that, is to follow, to seek after your power and while he may be found. That's the best thing you'll ever do in this lifetime. I'm telling you right now. Otherwise, you ain't got nothing but hell coming to you. More hell than you already have been experiencing. So, so let me continue on real quick and I'll wrap it up. Our foundation was trained to accept whatever follows. Dehumanize, insensitive, scrutinize the way we live. For you and I, enemy shook my hand. I can promise I'll meet you in the land where no equal is your equal. Never say I ain't told you, nah. In the land where hurt people hurt more people, fuck calling it culture. You understand? What, you know, so I just wanted to touch, you know, so where it says dehumanize, insensitive, right? A few years ago, there was a rapper that called XXX Tentacion, right? I was in the truth, you know, at that time. And man, like, the fact that he went shopping for a dirt bike or something, a motorcycle, and you know his opposition, right, caught him, you know what they caught him lacking, right, caught him slipping, so they say, and they ran up on him and killed him in his car, and they basically left him slumped in the car, like left him leaning out the window, like he was sitting in the driver's seat, and his like head was like almost out the window. And the first thing that these simple ass Jakes did was pull their phone out. Didn't call 911, didn't try to render any kind of aid to the man. They pull out their phone because it's all about clout, man. It's all about recognition. It's all about pushing yourself ahead. It's all about that dog eat dog mentality, just like Esau eat. Matter of fact, let me get that. Because that's what these Niggas is on, man. So this is John 8:44. And it reads, Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So you fucking wicked ass jakes are just like these goddamn Edomites, man. You are, like it says, Yahawashi said this, ye are of your father the devil, man. You're following after the lust of the devil. Not even giving a shit that this man it just got slumped in front of you. All you care about is getting some kind of promotion on your whack ass fucking page, man. That's why the Lord's gonna kill you niggas, man. So let me see. I think that was pretty much it on this one. Oh, you know, in this last part, in a land where hurt people hurt more people, you know. So they push, because it's the curses, really. You know, thine eye shall be evil towards thy brother. But Esau pushes that shit to the max though through media and the music, you know, and movies and all that. You know what I mean? Because they make it that it's not cool to be brotherly to your brother, to your actual brother, you know. But the beautiful thing about the truth is, and I'll just give a little testimony, right? Yesterday I was working, I do Instacart, right? So I was in Stop and Shop, this, you know, grocery store. So I'm in there, and I try to make it a point to every Jake that I see, right, to ask him how he's doing, or her. How's your day going, bro? How's your day going, sis? They treating you right? How's everything? You good? I'm telling you, you know, from my experience, all the Jakes immediately there's like a calming in their spirit, because they tell me all day long everybody is just being disrespectful as fuck. You're talking about all the heathen and other Jakes. So it's like us against the world every time we walk out the door. Literally, everybody, including your own people, is against you. You know, so then when you come across a Jake that actually cares about his people, it's refreshing, man. And that's the message that we're trying to push, man. You know, Yahawah by YAHAWASHI is bringing forth mercy. Is the gospel. It's beautiful. It really truly is, man. You know, you're not just niggas. You're not just spics. You're not just wetbacks. You're not just tontos. Or, you know what I'm saying? None of these goddamn bywords that they say. Nah, you're the children of Israel, man. You are the creme de la creme. You know, you are the top tier nation on the planet, and everybody hates you because of it. Even if they don't know it in their spirit, they know that there's something different about you, right? Because the scriptures say that we are a peculiar people, man. The Lord has set us up above all the nations, man. You know, so it's truly a beautiful thing to come back to the knowledge of who you really are, you know. So let me get a couple more scriptures. I didn't want to make this too long. And let's see. So, you know, but, you know, basically back to the culture, quote unquote, right? This nigga, you know, black culture or whatever, that has been perpetuated on our people, and pushed on our people, you know, here in Babylon and around the world. You know, this is the reason why 2/3 of our own people have to die, man. Because they ain't right, man. Just like it says in the opening scripture that I had, right? The Lord said, Isaiah 5:1-5, why should ye be stricken anymore? You are already getting gunned down in the street. You're already catching STDs because of you being fucking reckless and sleeping around and being just nasty, right? You're doing all this is happening to you. All the nations laugh at you. Your own people laugh at you. Everybody looks down on you. right? All these things, all this stuff is you're already being stricken, right? Why should ye be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. Even though all these things has happened, it's like every single time a rapper gets killed, these niggas act worse than before that. They'll say, oh my God, rest in peace, blah, 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 all this bullshit, right? And then they go and be more niggas, worse niggas than they was before that. That's what the Lord's saying. Ye will revolt more and more. And that's exactly what Israel does. They revolt more and more. They become more rebellious. It says the whole head is sick and the heart is faint, right? So that's why there's no option for you niggas, you 2/3, you fucking degenerates that refuse to come back onto your power, man. The scriptures say the same must know it after death by pain. So you're gonna have to fucking suffer since you didn't want to come back to your power, since you wanted to be a nigga in America, a nigga in Paris or wherever. Then that's what you gotta go through. Thus saith the Bible, you know. So let me get in real, this last one. So my point is in 5, but I'll get all of this. So this is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. So the righteous man is the prophets, man. The apostles, the elders, our big brothers in the truth, coming all down to us younger brothers, who go out there and sigh and cry on the highways and byways for all the evils that's been done in the midst of us, man. This is what that scripture's talking about. Like go out there and boldly say to the heathen's face that you're the wicked and we're the righteous. That's a bold statement in a world of evil, man. To be surrounded by darkness and to light a match. The scriptures say, when ye depart from evil, you make yourself a victim or a target. I forget how his word is, forgive me. But it makes sense because think about it. If you're in a room full of darkness and you light a match, everybody can see you now, right? Everything is focused on you. And that's what that's the truth of the matter, because we're opposed to this world, man. We're opposed to Esau. We're opposed to all his wicked ass policies and everything that he does, man. He is the op, and that's what you 2/3 niggas out there are gonna find out soon enough, man. That he is your true op. He's your opposition, man. He's always been your opposition. The Lord created him to be your opposition, not your fellow brother, But you over here doing music to make your enemy money and to destroy your people. And you niggas don't even realize that, man. So you can they're making money off you every which way, man. They got you stupid niggas saying that all of the best clothes are Edomite attire, man. Balenciaga, Fendi, Prada, Gucci, Edomite owned, all Edomite owned. At least before, they had Fat Farm, Fubu, Sean John Rockaware, Carl Kanai. It was Jake, and then all of a sudden, it was a whole sabotage on the shit, and everybody had to wear European fucking bullshit. And now you got 2 Chainz goofy ass walking around wearing fucking purses all the fucking time. Fuck, man, y'all niggas ain't shit, man, for real. So, second verse. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. This is what these heathen are, And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach, right? They're going to say, how, well, let's continue. We are fools accounting his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? This is what these heathen are going to say. And it's not hard to see when you watch the opening clip, because it's like, how in the world are these the people of the Lord when they act like this? But if they don't understand the whole scriptures, you know, and the water Yahweh YAHAWASHI for the remnant, because they think that because these simple niggas are fighting over or figuring out who's the father, who be the baby daddy, you know, at the same time laughing and shit like shit is funny when their possible mother of their child, either one of them, is a whore. Like, there's not, what is funny about that? But that's that degenerate behavior that the majority of our people have, and that's why they got to get, you know, put down, because they ain't right, man, you know. And that's why these other nations, they be like, how, when they find out, they're gonna say in themselves, how is this, how? But they didn't think about the remnant. They didn't think about the remnant that's standing up in great boldness and turning back from the wicked ways and seeking Yahweh by YAHAWASHI 10 times more, man. You know? So, yeah, you know, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. You know, I just wanted to highlight, you know, the hypocrisy and the bullshit and so-called, you know, black culture, man. We got our own culture, man. We don't need no fabricated bullshit that Esau sabotaged a long time ago, man, to further destroy our people. You know, black culture is deaf culture, man. You know, so you know, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, and Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, who taught me his truth. Salutations to you brothers and sisters that are out there listening, learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutations and peace onto my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say Shalom. I want to say DTA, Abba Babal, Kwam Yasharala, and Shalom. To the next one.